What is happening there, Reject Nation? We're gonna watch today honest trailers for Godzilla vs King Kong, which, by the way, I rewatched the other day.
At home, as it's meant to be seen.
I gotta say, man, I love the hell out of this movie. I really do. I liked it more the second time I watched it.
Oh, yeah.
I found myself wanting to write a video essay on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's the one where I finally branch out into video essays.
Yeah, do it.
Godzilla vs Kong. I'll start telling you guys why this movie's more brilliant than you realize it is. But in the meantime, let's watch honest trailers make fun of it.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
The following trailer is rated S for spoilers. I mean, you can probably tell from the title that Godzilla fights King Kong, but we tell you who wins, if that sort of thing matters to you.
John Bailey, I need to hit you. You need to come over, John Bailey.
I haven't heard your voice in so long.
I know. You come over, John.
In a year where everyone realized we're at the mercy of nature, the world will sublimate that anxiety into watching a giant monkey fight a giant lizard in a perfectly timed release before we snap and punch and or kiss the mailman. I'm scared to see this in a theater. Not because of the virus, I've just completely forgotten how to interact with people. Godzilla vs Kong.
I want to know.
You've been moderately pleased by all the legendary kaiju movies so far. Now, tune in for another bad, sober, good with a buzz installment of the sloppiest franchise running, where character and timeline continuity is more of a suggestion, featuring characters they forgot to mention were related.
I do gotta say, I guess we're doing the pause method here.
There you go. It's all good.
I do gotta say the Serizawa one is probably the most disappointing factor to me. I love Serizawa.
Yeah.
Am I saying his name right? Whatever.
We know.
Tell me, white man, how do you pronounce this Japanese name?
Listen to me!
I love Ken Watanabe in the first movie a lot. He brings so much richness to the character. And then in King of the Monsters, while he gets a great sacrifice moment, I was kind of upset by the fact how so much of what Kyle Chandler's leading position and direction and guidance, I was like, well, this should have just been Ken Watanabe's position.
Yeah, absolutely. And it feels like that whole movie, Ken Watanabe just gets sidelined.
And here, I'm like, well, you got his son. Doesn't even make sense why his son's an ape. Yeah. What the hell's going on here?
Characters they forgot to mention entirely, and characters who forgot they discovered the Earth was hollow in the last movie.
The vortex was a tunnel into the hollow earth. Doesn't matter, I knew I was right.
But one thing remains constant. Absolutely no one watching gives a about any of it. Now make with the monkey fights.
Yes.
Ah, that's the stuff. Meet the humans of the Monsterverse, because I had to, so now you do too. They're just here to yell out what's going on, even though there's no way any of them could possibly know that information.
This is why Godzilla attacked the Apex facility. They're trying to replace him.
It's the axe. It's drawing radiation from the core like it's charging.
It could be a psionic interface.
It's just some little tubes, man. How would you know that?
You know how I would describe the humans in this movie? You know when you like go to Universal Studios for like one of those 3D rides, and then you're waiting in line, and then they have like
They have the video playing with
yeah,
actors.
Yeah, the
Who are, like,
video's
briefing you on how to fight a transformer.
And you're like, this is not all that interesting or entertaining, but it'll do in the meantime till we go on the ride.
Yeah, you know, it's novel that Dwayne Johnson showed up to shoot this intro, even though it doesn't look like he actually wants to shoot it.
That is exactly how I felt. Like, oh, that's what they are. They're the filler while you're waiting bored in line. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the line people between roller coasters.
But don't worry, they all have a backstory. Whether it's their dead wife,
She was my rock, my truth.
dead brother,
What really went wrong on your brother's mission?
dead mom, or screw it, dead everyone.
When the storm took over the island, it wiped out the native people.
As they carry on the Monsterverse tradition of hiring great actors, then making them say stuff like this with a straight face.
Right now, Godzilla's out there and he's hurting people, and we don't know why.
Cringe, as the overly dramatic dialogue is way funnier than the intentional comedy of the film. As you follow along,
Hey, that cower line was hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny.
The podcaster.
Something bad
I
is
know, God, this is a ridiculous trope.
corporate conspiracy.
Brian Tyree Henry rants and raves his way through the sharpest conspiracy theory jokes of 2007.
The Illuminati running shadow economies, all to fund a hidden colony for the elite in water. They put fluoride in it.
And Millie Bobby Brown returns as this kaiju anon in training.
Theory is it makes you docile, easy to manipulate.
Plus, this boy is also there in this goofy subplot that could be completely cut without anyone noticing. You only need one group of humans to follow in these movies, okay? Everyone else is there to either be squished and or cheer when Godzilla destroys their home.
What I'll say too, though, what I appreciate about in the rewatch was, I kind of like the evolution of the fact that Millie Bobby Brown has a friend now. Like, she's a very just lonely, introverted girl in King of the Monsters, and she's a demonstration that she's grown. She has a person she can really confide in, be her best friend. The issue that happens is like too many avatars at once for the audience to live through. When you got Julian Dennison and Brian Tyree Henry, when it felt like a lot of the quirky, manic behavior aspects should have just been given to one of them.
Yes.
Not both Julian Dennison and Brian Tyree Henry.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes like too much. For example, that line with, it's a robot Godzilla. No, it's MechaGodzilla. It was that moment when it hit me of, at this point, it should have just been one of them who has this kind of personality, and one of them just should have said it's MechaGodzilla.
Yeah, it's like there's a character and then the mini version of the character. Yeah, then they get, and they're sort of like, they sort of build a dynamic out of that, but yeah, at the same time, there's not enough time and development put in that to actually have it grow, so then it just becomes this weird little quirk of the movie.
And also, you know, I think you needed to get to the MechaGodzilla part. And yeah, the podcast thing is...
Oh, no, you're not going to get tired of that trope.
Are there any, like, conspiracy like podcasts where they have no ads, but they're popular and growing? And I don't know about any of those podcasts.
There's got to be one.
There's got to be this one, right? Yeah.
With a title like Godzilla vs. Kong, they better deliver on the fights as they pit the titular titans against each other no less than 3 times.
Hell yeah.
Sure, Godzilla wins 2 out of 3 because, I mean, come on, look at the guy.
Hell yeah, he does.
And yes, Kong spends more time on his back than Riley Reid.
Oh! You got a Riley Reid joke in here.
But the film will do everything in its power to make you root for the big hairy boy. He's friends with children, he loves snacks, and he's got Thor's axe. I mean, come on, the only endearing thing Godzilla does is destroy part of Florida. But no Versus movie would be complete without them joining forces at the end.
Oh, you see, but that's what I liked about what they did with Kong. What is the story we know of King Kong? King of Skull Island, and then he's brought over here against his own will, and then he's kind of just this slave.
He's made into a show.
Yeah, in America, in the King Kong story. And then that's kind of what they're doing here. He's King of Skull Island and Kong Skull Island. Then he's brought over here and he's just used. He's just a slave throughout this whole movie, this puppet for us.
Yeah.
And he wants no part of any of this.
Help us discover things. Bring us elements we have no business using.
So I thought it was kind of neat to go, they are doing their own like reinvention of the King Kong story, but meshing it in with him versus Godzilla instead of it being this entertainment thing where you buy tickets at a theater for, you know?
Why would we bring him over here today? It wouldn't be for entertainment. It would be for money and to kill something bigger.
No Versus movie would be complete without them joining forces at the end against a surprise third fighter.
What the hell is that?
What the hell is that?
What in God's name is that?
MechaGodzilla.
That's MechaGodzilla.
A giant Jaeger created to fight Godzilla until he loses human control and fights Godzilla. Causing the two beasts to team up against this man-made atrocity. And all three of them have teamed up against the city of Hong Kong.
Oh, yeah.
Poor Hong Kong. That is a great fight, though, man. Damn. Those are both fights are great.
No wonder this movie is huge in China. So see it on the biggest screen you can, which for most of us right now is our phone, even though it's probably best suited for one of those theme park rides with moving seats.
Hey, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, that shot right there.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
may not be the most intelligent thing you could be watching, but you know what? Neither are we. And we spoke this movie into existence back in 2014.
From the company who has the rights to Godzilla, King Kong, and Pacific Rim. So please do a crossover where they all fight each other and stuff.
You're welcome. Starring.
That was all you got.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. Reptile wins.
Had a
Make out
smile.
already. You're perfect for each other. On today's show, we're gonna reveal the horrible truth. But first, I'd like to tell you about Squarespace. Billionaires shouldn't exist. Mecha like a ha, Mecha Heidi Ho. The Chris Hemsworth of the brothers Skarsgård. Let them fight. Preteen Titans. and physics? Alike Titans Punch-Out. Okay, not trying to kink shame, but why are all these monsters always trying to spit in each other's mouths?
Yeah.
That's not a thing real animals do. They learn this from watching people.
That's gross.
I want
Whatever,
to cry
Isa.
so bad, but I don't think I can spare the moisture. I was hiding under your porch because I love you. At least they aren't making a Karen in the Last Manager movie yet.
I'm tired of these mother boxes snakes and this mother boxes plane.
Good work, Bailey, and the writers of Honest Trailers. I'll add this about performances, though. Something that really dawned on me when we were watching it, when I was watching it last time. Alexander Skarsgård, I like a lot in this movie. It's a very biased opinion. Let's say if it was my first time watching Alexander Skarsgård in this movie. I might not care that much. I'm like, yeah, he's good. He's fine. I like it a lot because I'm so used to seeing him playing tough people.
Yeah.
Like, he plays tough people constantly.
Yeah.
I've seen all of tough buff people,
Yeah.
and I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
And he's a great actor. Here, I thought he's so natural. If this was my first time watching him in this movie, I would have assumed this is the kind of roles he always plays.
Yeah. He borrowed some of his brother's sleepiness, you know?
I'm saying he's so natural in it that it's kind of easy to overlook. Like, damn, you know, he plays the shy, awkward science guy in a way that doesn't feel forced ever. Like, it feels very natural how he does it.
He elevated
it's so
that role.
human how he plays it. I think you could only appreciate it truly if you've seen other Alexander Skarsgård movies.
You know, watch some True Blood and tell me that's not the exact same character.
That's what I mean. All right, guys. Well, Honest Trailers, this was fun. Fun to be back here. Godzilla vs. Kong. What do you think? Leave your thoughts down below. Hit the like button. You know what to do. Tyler Haig. Tyler, my man. If there was someone at our Patreon, if there was a God Kong or Kongzilla, if they were to make that, it would be you. You have the Kong presence, the sympathetic expressions, the fire-breathing ferocity.
Plus, your head is really small compared to the rest of you.
That's mean. Don't make fun of him.
No, I didn't mean that, Tyler.
He has a great head.
You have a great,
I love
sexy
the
head,
size
dude.
of his head.
I love your head.
As a matter of fact, that was the first thing I noticed about Tyler.
It's a streamlined
It was
head.
like, damn, what a head this guy's
Dude,
got.
this guy's head. I wish I had a head like this head.
I know. I would decapitate that
cranial
head and
regimen?
put it above my bed.
I would scalp you and I would cherish it. I would do it out of respect.
Tyler, we're scalping you. I hope you're grateful when you see your head put on display
On the wall.
above my mother's bed.
Oh, there. Yeah. She would love that.
She loves
That's her thing.
She loves a
She's
good.
into it.
She doesn't like getting, but she loves actual. You know what I'm getting at.
Displaying the real thing.
Where did the shout out start? Something about Kong?
He's the combination of Godzilla and Kong.
Now, what is that on?
Yeah. Thank you for your love and support, Tyler.